Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. For those who do not know me, my name is Nomalingela Shetz, Mrs. Shetz for you, and welcome to my notification gang, my Huns. Welcome back. And before you start watching the video, please do not forget to hit the subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. Hit the notification bell to be notified whenever I upload a video. So today's video is about highlight and contour for beginners, and I hope you like it. Let's get right into it. We are going to start with our highlight and contouring. As you can see, I've already done my brows and my basically 50% of my makeup. I've done it off camera, and I had a request from a lovely lady on Facebook that asked me to do highlight and contour video. So let's do a quick one. Sorry for the noise outside, there are kids outside and there's really nothing that I can do about that, but let's get right into it. So today I'm gonna be using my favorite concealers that I've been using a lot these days. I'm gonna be using my Maybelline New York Instant Anti-Age Eraser in the color 10 Caramel. And then I'm going to be using my L'Oreal Paris Infallible More Than Concealer in the shade Honey. And then I'm going to go in with the OGs. Oh my gosh, what just fell? I'm gonna go with my OGs, my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Espresso and Mahogany. So, usually when you contour according to your face shape and according to the certain face shape that you actually want to emphasize on that certain day, or usually you get to actually pick a favorite one that you always use. But with a round face, like me, I have a round face and I usually contour my face like this. I'm just gonna look away from the camera a bit so that I can see what I'm demonstrating. So with the lighter shades, I actually highlight on the highest point of my face, which is my forehead, my nose, under my eyelids, on top of my cupid's bow, and my chin. That's where I highlight with the lighter shade. So we're gonna do it together on camera and just show you how I do it. So I'm gonna start with my Maybelline Anti-Erase concealer, and I'm gonna apply it on my chin. That's where I like highlighting. And then I'm gonna apply it under my eye. Reason being, this concealer is not only a concealer, it is actually a treatment. Also, that is why they call it the anti-age eraser concealer. It is also a treatment, so it keeps my eyelids very nice and moist. And I've got dry eyelids, so this one is a very mattifying concealer, so immediately when I use it, my eyelids will start to crack before I can even go out of the house. And this one, I usually use it on the other parts of my face. Okay, I would normally use it on my chin, on my cupid's bow, on my forehead. It has a very large doe foot applicator and it picks up a lot of product, so you won't have to actually go back in and out and put product on your face. So I like it to actually I can say mattify a bit before I start blending it in, because it just gives me a seamless finish. So now going in to the LA Girl HD Pro Conceal Concealers, I'm going to be using them both to actually highlight the shadows on my face. Let me show you how I do it. So firstly, I like using the shade Espresso to highlight on my nose. So before we start doing the highlight on my nose, we're going to start with the cheeks. With the cheeks, I actually like using the mahogany to have a darker shadow, but I've decided today, because I don't want a very bold contour, I will actually mix the two. Okay, I'm gonna start with the mahogany, and I'm gonna show you how I usually contour the shape of my face. So I'm gonna be looking down on my mirror. I actually start from the tip of my ear and then follow the apple of my cheeks. You see, when I smile, from my ear and follow the apple of my cheeks to actually lift up my cheek. So from my ear to the apple of my cheek, just like that. That's how I usually like contouring the shadows of my face. I'm gonna do the other side now, from my ear to the apple of my cheeks. Just like that. I really like this technique because when I smile, my cheeks become lifted and they just look cute. I don't know, they just look cute and they define the lower part of my my face. The lower part of my face becomes slimmer if I do it like this. And then for my forehead, I'm gonna do dots. Well, the dot method actually works. It works so that it doesn't actually create a line on your forehead, and it doesn't make it too harsh. So I'm gonna take the espresso and then go over what I just did, just to actually make the contour a bit more subtle, if that makes sense, because I don't want it so harsh today. So I'll just go over it, and even the dots here, I'll just go just next to or underneath, doesn't really matter. Going for a natural look today, didn't do anything crazy. My husband is taking me out for Valentine's dinner. So we're gonna highlight my nose now, and I'm just gonna show you quickly. So I'm gonna go in with my infallible concealer, and I'm gonna highlight the bridge of my nose. That is right about enough. Espresso, the lighter shade of my concealer, the one which I use to add shadows on my face, and I'm just gonna line right next to my lighter concealer. The lighter concealer brings in the brightness, and the darker one brings in the shadow. And then I'm gonna show you how I blend. So I'm gonna take my Real Techniques blending brush, and I'm gonna take my Rimmel setting spray, and I'm gonna spray it to make it damp. Always the best way. And then I'm gonna take my mirror quickly, and then I'm gonna start blending. Another thing, when you blend your concealer, use dabbing motions and don't press and drag, so that you press it into the skin. Because if you press and drag, it's going to remove the product from your face, and we do not want that. So before I get to the under eyes, I'm going to take another brush and actually blend in my contour side. I'm going to take a flatter blending brush, and I'm going to damp it with my Rimmel setting spray. and then I'll start blending before it actually completely dries down, okay? Reason why I actually like blending my contour before I go in with my blending my under eyes is because I want to create that seamless finish. It's advisable to actually push it towards the direction of your hair so that there is no line that separates your face from your makeup. Okay, this is how it should look like. So I'm going to take my smaller brush again, my Real Techniques, and just fix this harsh line over here. Just to make it nice and seamless. Okay, so now I'm gonna wet my Real Techniques brush one more time and blend my under eyes. I always do the face like this to get under all of those creases. It usually stops where the tail of my brow ends, and then I blend it a little bit down into the contour to get rid of any harsh lines. And then I'm gonna connect it. So you see how seamless that is. I'm just gonna blend a bit more on my forehead, make it more seamless. And then the nose part, I'm gonna grab a smaller angle brush to actually blend on my nose. I'm gonna take my small angle brush. It's been through a lot in its life, but it's still the best. So now I'm just gonna blend the shadow of my concealer just at the sides before blending in the middle. So you just wanna go up and down like this. And on this other side, dabbing motions all the time. When you blend, use dabbing motions. You do not wipe, you do not drag. And then you just want to go a little bit more further just to make it nice and seamless, né? And natural. And then you want to go here and actually create that inner curve of the nose. But already the concealer has already done that for you. Dab the concealer. To make sure that the line on your nose is straight, you will go back with your smaller brush and actually fix that line, né? So that it doesn't look like your nose is skew. Because now we are actually creating an illusion of a pointier nose. That is why we highlight the center of our nose and create shadows on the sides. Okay, so this is how it actually looks like. Now I'm just gonna set my concealer with you guys and show you how I set it. So to set the highlighters under my eyes, I'm gonna be using my Black Opal setting powder. This is a loose setting powder in the shade 200 Invisible. This is how it looks like. And then I'm just gonna set the under eye, my forehead, the light on my nose and my chin, and then I'm just gonna carve out my contour under my cheeks again, just real quickly. So I'm gonna open it and start doing it, and I do it with a beauty blender which has a flat side like this. It's dirty, don't judge me. I haven't washed my makeup stuff, I didn't have time. So yeah, let's do it quickly. Okay guys, now I'm gonna take a clean, even though it doesn't look clean, but a clean powder brush, and I'm gonna dust off where I've set my contour and highlights. But before that, I'm gonna set my nose and my cheeks with a darker, and my forehead with a darker powder. So with a bigger angle brush, I'm gonna be using the Essence mattifying compact powder in the shade Espresso. It's very dark like this, and then I'm gonna set my face. I'm gonna start with my cheeks, because if you do not set where you have contoured, cream moves a lot. So your face will just melt down, the product will shift, and it won't look pretty. So it's very important that you set your face after contouring. I absolutely love this powder, and it's so affordable. It's not expensive at all. And I'm just gonna put a little bit here just to create a nice shadow and minimize my double chin, because child, it's a struggle. For my nose, I'm gonna take the smaller angle brush that I was using before, and I'm gonna set my contour. Nicely like that. Dust off where I contoured, where I highlighted. I'm actually starting to sweat right now, so I'm trying to actually be fast, because I haven't set my whole face yet. So as you can see, I've got this little harsh line here, mineralized powder in the shade Dark, and I'm just gonna set my face quickly. I absolutely love this powder, and it will help to get off the excess powder here. The setting spray can do that also, but because we do not want flashbacks, so This powder is also great for that. It minimizes flashbacks like a lot. And then my neck, and then my nose. Okay, this is how it looks. So basically now we are done. This is our highlight and contour. This is how I do it. And yeah, this is how it should look. This is how it should look. As you can see, when I smile, the apple of my cheeks are actually emphasized, and I've got a nice shadow. It doesn't have that line that separates my foundation and my hairline. You can't see a line here that is very that makes it obvious that I'm wearing makeup. And my nose is nicely snatched without being too much, and basically that is it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me look at the lens. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that it has helped you to learn as a beginner on how to actually highlight and contour and blend seamlessly.